Welcome back to Jacksonville Buzz TV. I'm Larry Selza, and I'm doing a segment called Making a Difference, where I speak with our local business leaders about them, their business, and the passion they have in making a difference in our community. Today we have Chris Hayley, CEO of LegacyShield, a Jacksonville-based company helping families create legacies for nearly 100 years. Thanks, Chris, for coming on the show today.
Thanks, Larry.
So tell me a little bit about your background and what led you to LegacyShield, and a little bit about what LegacyShield is.
So I start my story, Larry, with I'm a recovering lawyer. I practiced law for the first 5 years of my professional life. And I moved here about 12 and a half years ago because a friend of mine had started a technology company and wanted me to come help him build it. And so I moved here. We built it up over 4 years, and we're doing so well that our biggest competitor bought us. I went to another entrepreneurial venture and was there about 13 months, and someone bought us. And for about 5.5 years after that, I did investment banking at Harborview Advisors here in town. And I enjoyed consulting with entrepreneurs, but I always had the itch to want to do it again. And I had met LegacyShield a few years ago and introduced them to their lead investor. And when I was looking to do something again back in the entrepreneurial world, the investor and the founders of LegacyShield thought I'd be a good fit.
Ooh, so now that this is, as your role as chief executive officer leading this company, how does that make you feel?
It's pretty humbling. As you go through life, you learn what you're good at, what you're not good at, and your strengths and weaknesses, and what you're passionate about or not. And I'm always been someone who wanted to be an entrepreneur's advocate. I want the founders who put everything on the line. I want them to see, the rewards. So CEO was never something I wanted. It's never something I aspired to. It wasn't a box I had to check in my professional career. But as we were going through the last year or so, the conversations we were having as a company, both the board and the founders all felt that I was the right fit. And when that comes to you, I remember when the founder said, "I think you're the guy, you're going to be CEO," it was like this huge weight got put on me. I mean, it was just so humbling. It really was. And it's something I take very seriously, the responsibility to the founders who started it, our shareholders, our employees, and our clients. It's a humbling responsibility to have.
That's amazing. Congrats to that role, and good luck with with that role. Tell me a little bit about what LegacyShield does and the kind of services that they provide.
Yeah, so LegacyShield, I think about it in a couple of different elements. The foundational element is we provide a software solution for families to protect their legacies. What's that mean? In the old days, if someone passed away, the family would go through the house, they'd go through the boxes, they'd go through the filing cabinets, they'd find the lockbox key, they go through stuff. Yeah. Well, in this day and age, there's not that much stuff in boxes or closets anymore, right? True. And so you think about where are wills, where are insurance documents, and all those different types of things that are probably more electronic these days than ever. And we built something where people can put all that in one place. And then in addition to that, I can leave wishes. This is how I want my services to go. I can leave stories for my kids. And so that's a one foundational element. And then when you think about it, Larry, I joke with people, in this day and age, we have a Rolodex. It's in our phone. We have, a scrapbook. It's in our phone. We have banking. It's in our phone. Everything's in the phone. And I read this great New York Times article about 6 months ago, and the subject was, my mom passed away. I had to hack her phone to get her memories. And you think about it, like her mother had given her a 4-digit password to her phone, but it needed 6. And all the memory, all the photos, all the communication, everything was on the phone. And if she hadn't been able to hack it, it would have all been lost. And so the idea behind LegacyShield is bring all that in one place. And so that's what guys like you and me would get out of it. Mm-hmm. What we're really targeting this for is the life insurance industry, which is way behind when it comes to technology and innovation. And so we're trying to provide solutions for carriers and advisors to connect with those consumers, those policyholders, and put all of this in one place and have this rich information flow back and forth between those three stakeholders, because right now it's a very fragmented way of communication and very dated.
Yeah. Well, so that is an amazing way. That truly is definitely one new way of making a difference in our community, because you are actually protecting our history, our legacies, and making it easier for the family members to help protect that and continue sharing that. Real quick, what's an organization that you enjoy volunteering your time with?
There are a few. The biggest one that I've been involved with in this community for a long time is our local food banking effort. It's now under the umbrella of Feeding Northeast Florida. Years ago it was Second Harvest, but I've been involved with it, off and on for almost 10 years, and I've recently gotten re-engaged in a formal way on the Feeding Northeast Florida board. That's the biggest I've been involved with. I've done projects with Habitat for Humanity. I've mentored a student. Very active with my church. There are a lot of different ways that I and we as a family have been involved, but those are some of the bigger ones.
Well, we certainly appreciate you. We're lucky to have you here in Jacksonville for almost 12, 13 years now, and continue to watch you grow in our community. So one more question: if someone wanted to get connected to LegacyShield and for their services, what would be the best way to get in contact?
Larry, the best way is I just tell everyone that's watching, the website's the best. It's www.LegacyShield.com, and most of all of our pertinent contact information is there, or LinkedIn is an easy way to get to me as well.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming on the show.
You, Larry.
Thanks
Appreciate
for all you do for our community.
Yeah, thanks.
And thank you for watching Jacksonville Buzz TV. Let's all make a difference.